Have you ever heard a sudden ring that seemed to appear from nowhere? A faint tone, hanging in the air like a question. You pause, wondering if anyone else heard it. But the room is still. What if that sound wasn't random at all? What if something unseen was trying to reach you? Since the beginning of time, sound has been a bridge between worlds. The soft hum of monks in hidden temples, the sacred bells that called souls to prayer, even the low tone of the earth itself, resonating beneath everything alive. To the ancients, sound was not just vibration. It was consciousness, taking form. Every tone carried intent. Every silence carried wisdom. The ears, they said, are not just tools of hearing. They are portals of perception, gateways through which spirit speaks, in languages too subtle for words. Modern language calls it tinnitus, but the mystics' language calls it awakening. The shift between dimensions of awareness, when the veil becomes thin enough to hear. Dolores Cannon once described these tones as the soul's alarm clock. When consciousness begins to expand, it must attune to new vibrations, and sometimes the body reacts first. The ears become instruments of that adjustment. So when you hear that sudden ring, it may not be a disturbance. It may be the sound of your higher self, calling you into alignment. It is the language of light, translated through frequency. A reminder that you are not a body having a spiritual moment, but spirit, momentarily wearing a body. Think of it as calibration, your field expanding, your perception fine-tuning, the cells of your body learning to hum in harmony with the next octave of your evolution. The left ear, attuned to intuition, often carries whispers from within, messages of the heart, warnings, insights that bloom softly. The right ear, the ear of action and manifestation, carries the response, the outward echo of divine communication. Each tone has a texture, a feeling behind the sound, sometimes light, sometimes piercing, sometimes gentle as breath. Each is unique to the soul that hears it. And in that moment, when the air seems to shimmer around you, you stand between worlds, where thought becomes energy, and energy becomes sound. The universe speaks in frequency, and when you listen, you begin to remember its language. Every word ever spoken, every heartbeat, every sigh of wind through trees, they all leave imprints, vibrations that never truly disappear, only transform. You too are leaving a trail of sound behind you. Your laughter, your pain, your prayers, each one ripples across dimensions, echoing in places you cannot see. So when that ring appears, perhaps it is the universe answering back, a conversation between your soul and creation itself, a reminder that you are both the listener and the song. Pause, close your eyes, feel the tone as vibration, not just sound. Let it travel down your spine, into your heart, into the quiet chambers of awareness. Ask softly, what am I being tuned to? What frequency am I becoming? Because what you are hearing may not be coming to you at all. It may be coming through you. You are the instrument, and the sound is your soul remembering its own frequency. Even the silence that follows is alive, because silence is not the absence of sound, but the space that gives sound meaning. It is the breath of the universe between each heartbeat, the unseen pulse that connects you to everything. And in those rare still moments, you can feel it, a soft vibration beneath all things, the sound of consciousness listening back. This is the calling frequency, the moment your energy shifts, and life begins whispering in tones instead of words. But not every ring is gentle. Some carry a heavier note, a pull from the depths of memory. When the vibration changes, it can mark the beginning of something profound, a message from beyond the veil, waiting to be heard. When sound becomes silence, and silence becomes awareness, you begin to sense the presence behind the tone. It's as if the universe is leaning closer, waiting for you to notice, inviting you to listen not with your ears, but with your being. Every ring, every hum, is a reminder that the veil is thinner than you think, that guidance, memory, and unseen intelligence are always near, just waiting for your awareness to tune in. And when you finally do, the message reveals itself, not as words, but as knowing. The sound returns, but this time, it feels different. Not a random tone, but a message forming in the quiet. You sense it isn't outside of you, it's coming from somewhere deeper, from the part of your awareness that remembers more than this lifetime. Some call it intuition, others call it memory. But those who walk between worlds call it communication. Ringing in the ears has long been seen as the moment the veil thins, a signal that energy is crossing between dimensions. It's the whisper of the unseen, brushing against the edges of the physical. Dolores Cannon described it as a frequency shift, a point when your consciousness begins to tune into higher planes. The sound becomes a language, and if you listen long enough, you can begin to understand what it means. Sometimes, that ringing appears when you meditate, or when your thoughts suddenly fall silent. It's the sound of awareness expanding, the veil growing thin. The left ear often carries messages from the subconscious. It speaks in symbols, feelings, and intuition, while the right ear connects to external forces, spirit guides, higher consciousness, and the energy of others. This is where psychic hearing begins, what mystics call clairaudience. It's not imagination, but sensitivity, a tuning of perception to realms where thought travels as tone. If you felt a soft pulse in your forehead, or pressure near your third eye, you may already be stepping into this awareness. The third eye is the bridge, the receiver of frequencies beyond form. Lucid dreams, flashes of light, hearing your name called in the distance. These are the signs that your perception is expanding, that you're learning to hear the universe in new ways. But there's another layer, deeper still. Sometimes, the ringing carries echoes of the past. Karmic energy unraveling, old timelines releasing their grip. Dolores Cannon called this the clearing. When old vibrations finally surface to be released, it feels like pressure or resonance, but it's the soul letting go. Energies that have been with you for lifetimes begin to dissolve. Patterns repeat until they are heard. And when you finally listen, the sound transforms into peace. Think of it like a cosmic notification, a soft alarm, reminding you that something unseen is shifting in your story. You are being guided to release what no longer belongs to you. Eckhart Tolle once said, "Life will give you whatever experience is most helpful for the evolution of your consciousness." And maybe that ring in your ear is the sound of that very experience unfolding. The veil doesn't separate you from the divine. It only softens the light, so you can adjust to its brilliance. So when the sound appears, don't resist it. Let it move through you. Let it reveal what your mind can't yet see. Sometimes it's a message, other times, a warning, a vibration that asks for your awareness, not your fear. If it feels heavy, pause, ask what energy you've invited, and whether it still belongs to you. Because not every tone is from the light. The universe speaks through resonance, and the more you clear your field, the purer the message becomes. Ringing in the left ear often warns of imbalance, of situations or people that no longer align with your peace. But the message isn't to fear them, only to see them clearly. Dolores Cannon said the outer world mirrors the inner one. So when a tone arrives, it may be your own energy asking for harmony. You might be attracting something you've outgrown, a reflection of an old wound, still humming beneath the surface. Listen to the discomfort. It is not punishment, it's revelation. Every vibration carries meaning. Some bring guidance, some bring lessons, but all are designed to wake you from the trance of ordinary perception. This is how the universe speaks, not in thunder, but in tones, not in commands, but in frequencies that nudge your awareness to expand. And when you honor that sound, something miraculous happens. The fear dissolves, the pressure eases, and your energy begins to harmonize again. You start to hear life differently, the hum of the world around you, the quiet pulse of nature, the rhythm of your own heartbeat. Every note becomes sacred, every silence becomes presence, because now, you understand that what you thought was a disturbance was actually an initiation, an invitation to listen beyond sound, to feel beyond hearing, and to awaken beyond knowing. But as this awareness deepens, another sound begins to rise, a vibration not from within, but from the energy coiled at the base of your being. It's powerful, ancient, and unmistakable, and when it awakens, nothing stays the same. The sound changes again. It grows brighter, more alive, almost electric. What was once a whisper now feels like a current, moving through your entire being. It hums beneath the skin, pulses behind the eyes, vibrates through the breath itself. This is the sacred stirring the ancients called Kundalini, the coiled energy that sleeps at the base of the spine. waiting, sometimes for lifetimes, for the moment you are ready to awaken. When this energy rises, it moves through each chakra, clearing, igniting, and transforming. The ringing you hear is its song, a sonic echo of energy in motion. High frequencies often mark its ascent. The closer it moves toward the crown, the lighter the tone becomes. Barriers dissolve, and you begin to feel that there is no line between your energy and the energy of everything. In these moments, it's easy to forget that awakening is not a destination. It's a rhythm, a dance between remembering and releasing, between the human and the divine. Terence McKenna once said, "We are the cosmos made conscious, and through this awakening, consciousness begins to recognize itself." The ringing becomes a guidepost, each tone a reminder. You are not separate, you are the field, vibrating in infinite directions. When the sound is soft, it invites you deeper. When it grows sharp, it asks for alignment. Both are sacred. As this energy expands, you may begin to sense presence, a calm intelligence, familiar yet vast. These are your guides, your protectors, your unseen allies, in the evolution of your soul. They speak not in words, but in frequencies, impulses, and synchronicities. You may notice patterns of numbers appearing, a soft confirmation that you are in tune with a greater harmony. Sometimes the left ear hums gently, carrying messages of reassurance or caution. Sometimes the right ear vibrates with guidance, signaling connection, clarity, or divine timing. And at other times, both ears ring together, a perfect resonance of inner and outer alignment. These are not coincidences, they are reminders, woven into your perception, to keep you aware of your frequency. Every sound you hear, every pulse you feel, is a mirror of your own evolution. So when that tone returns, don't shrink from it. Honor it. Let it draw your awareness upward, through the crown, into the expanse of the infinite. Because awakening is not about reaching something new. It's about remembering what you already are. You are vibration. You are energy. You are consciousness, discovering itself in sound. And through it all, one truth remains. The universe is not speaking to you. It's speaking as you. Every ring, every hum, every silence is a reflection of your eternal connection to Source. When the energy settles and the sound fades into stillness, something beautiful remains. Peace, presence, and a quiet knowing that you were never separate from the music of creation. As the tones dissolve, they leave a subtle glow behind, a vibration that hums within the heart. This is your true resonance. It is how your soul says, "I remember." With each awakening, your frequency refines. You begin to see that enlightenment isn't found in grand visions, but in the ordinary sounds of being alive. The laughter of a friend, the wind through open windows, the steady rhythm of your own breath, all of it, the same sacred orchestra. The more you listen, the clearer it becomes. Every sound, every silence, is love expressing itself in form. Even now, as you listen to these words, the vibration is carrying something unseen. A code, a remembrance, an awakening in motion. Let it settle into you. Let it move through your cells like light through glass. You don't have to understand it. You only have to feel it. For the universe speaks in ways beyond thought, and your soul has always known how to listen. Remember, the body speaks in frequency. Every tone, every silence carries a message. Listen deeply and stay in tune with your own mind frequency.